just like it says in Isaiah chapter 21, verses 9 through 11. And here now there is coming a war chariot of men with a span of steeds. And he began to speak up and say, She has fallen, Babylon has fallen, and all the graven images of her gods he has broken to the earth. O my threshed ones, and the son of my threshing floor, what have I learned? What have I heard from Jehovah of armies, the God of Israel? I have reported to you people. The pronouncement against Duma. To me there was one calling out from Seir, Watchman, what about the night? Watchman, what about the night? So we see that, as I said, October 24th, 2024 was United Nations Day, and President Vladimir Putin spoke about a new peace and security with his coalition of nations called BRICS. And then here we have the very next day, October 25th, 2024, and we have this breakout where Israel is attacking Iran, and Iran said that if they attack, they will destroy Israel. They will blow them off of the face of the earth. They'll blow them off the map. So we don't know what the response is going to be, but we do know that we are living in the last days. And just like Yeshua said, we need to stay awake. So I'm not saying that this is the beginning of the Great Tribulation, but we definitely need to keep our eyes on the current events that are happening, just like what has happened in the past. And so, just like we have heard this before, we've had this happen before where prophecies have come right on time when we least expect it. And so we know that it will happen in these last days right now. So like I said, I wasn't planning to come on and do a video tonight, but with these events that are taking place right now, I just wanted to share my perspective about it. Now, as we said, that only Jehovah God knows if this is the beginning of the Great Tribulation or not. I'm certainly not going to be the one to try to decide that. But just like Jehovah told us that the Gentile times ended in early October 1914, and Yeshua, or Jesus, sat on the throne of Judah in heaven. And just like Jehovah told us that the image of the wild beast would go into the abyss when World War I broke out, the League of Nations. And he told us in the talk, Peace and Security, Can It Last, in 1942, that the image of the wild beast would come out of the abyss. And sure enough, it did come out of the abyss in 1945 as the United Nations. So too, we can have confidence that the Almighty God, Jehovah, He will reveal to us that the Great Tribulation has started. It's not for us to decide. We don't know that, but we definitely, like Yeshua said, we need to stay awake and keep our senses. Otherwise, a thief will break in and will steal. So, that's what we have to do, is we have to stay awake. That's what Jesus, Yeshua, told us to do. And like I said, when they say peace and security, sudden destruction will be instantly upon them. Again, I'm not saying this is the beginning of the Great Tribulation. I'm not going to be that crazy to predict that. Only the Most High can say. But I do know that the United Nations Day was October 24th, and President Putin talked about a new era of peace and security with his coalition of nations called BRICS. And then look what has happened the very next day. suddenly. So we'll just have to wait and see how these events unfold. But we do know that the Most High Jehovah has always revealed his truth to his people right on time. And so we just wait until we see what happens. But we need to stay awake. And we know that this Israeli nation over there is not the true people. They're not the true people of Jehovah. They're a false apostate religious organization, along with the rest of Babylon the Great. And we know that Babylon the Great is the world empire of false religion. And so that's involving Christendom as well as the Jewish system. And so some people, and as well as the other false religious systems, we have Buddha, we have Tao, we have many, many other different ones of Christendom, different ones that they go in there and they have their crosses on the wall and their rosaries and their prayers and their festivals and their holidays, their Easters, their Christmases. All these are a part of false religion that came from Babylon, ancient Babylon, through the Roman Empire, even the Vatican, all of that. So it's all part of Babylon the Great, all of these religions. It not just Christendom, but true Christianity is not part of Babylon the Great. The true worship that Yeshua established when he was on the earth, when he came as the Messiah in the first century, and then he was executed, he went back to heaven, and then in 1914, he sat on the throne of Judah again. The first time the king sat on the throne since 607 BCE, when Babylon came and destroyed Judah and took the people captive, took them as slaves into Babylon. So just like it says in Revelation 18:4, get out of her, my people. Get out of Babylon the Great, so that you will not share in her sins. And so we know that some people are confused right now. They're questioning, their religion that they're in. Some are disillusioned with their teachings of their church and of their pastors and of their ministers, but they don't know what to do. They don't know how to get out. Some are concerned about their immigration status. They're worried about the upcoming election, whether if they're going to get deported or not. There's other people out there that are very concerned of their future, and they just don't feel like they're being spiritually nourished. They feel like they're being spiritually starved. And so we need to get the word out, get the message out that the good news of the kingdom is being preached. Yeshua is sitting on the throne of Judah right now. The Gentile times ended in early October 1914. And so very soon, the Great Tribulation will break out against all these false religious organizations, including, like I said, Christendom, which is apostate form of Yeshua's teachings, and also the Jewish system of things. They will go down in defeat when the Great Tribulation breaks out, and then it will go into Armageddon, where Gog of Magog will come and fight against Jehovah's people, this coalition of nations. So just wanted to share this with you, family. I wasn't planning to do this tonight, but I just wanted to bring you up to speed, and you are certainly hearing a lot of this on the news as well. So let's just stay involved with our learning from the word of Jehovah. Keep studying the scriptures. Get out of Babylon the Great. Get out of these false religious teachings. Follow Yeshua's teachings. And I'm trying to share this information through my videos. And so if any of you have any questions or you're disillusioned about your religion, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, and I can send you information. I can send you some friends to come to your home. It doesn't matter where you're at, what country you're at, what city, what state you're in. We can come to you and get the truth to you. So family, just keep staying awake and keep your minds and your hearts active on Bible prophecies. So we'll just stay tuned to what other events are going to unfold, because we know Iran said that they were going to retaliate. If they got attacked by Israel, they were going to retaliate. So we'll just see what's going to happen in the next few hours after this. And so in the meantime, family, y'all be safe.